everybody, welcome back to Afterlife. I am Miney, and today we are going to be taking care of my happy ghasts. As you can see, the happy ghasts have grown up, and I have plans for my happy ghasts. They're going to be gardeners, gardener ghasts, and gardener ghasts need a greenhouse, and that I'm planning to fit somewhere over here. And we're going to be building it today. And we're going to be building it out of glass. But we're not going to say that it's glass. We're going to say that it's sugar. A sugar glass greenhouse for my happy ghasts. I think that fits in with the theme of my base perfectly. Now, for this build, I need 17 shulker boxes full of colored glass. I originally made my way to the sand collection desert and started getting some sand when I remembered I've got this guy. I don't need to dig sand. I can just buy glass. I've got all the melons and pumpkins I could ever need right here to trade with him. And so that's what I did. All of these are full of glass. Now I just need to dye it all because none of the glass I'm using in the greenhouse is clear. And that was all of the white glass I needed. Now I just need pink. I ran out of pink dye. Yellow, and I didn't have yellow dye. Orange, and lime green. Also did a little gray. And this is all the glass I needed for the greenhouse. There's a lot more to the greenhouse than just glass, but this will give us the bulk of the structure. I need spruce fences, and we can actually finish the exterior with just that. I just don't know if I have any spruce. Luckily for me, I built a tree farm. I was also out of spruce. Nearly ready to begin the exterior of the greenhouse. I do need to flatten this out a little bit, but I've decided to place it sort of in this valley, so we will end up shaving off some of this landmass and filling in the dips. You might be saying to yourself, hey Miney, why you got a frog? Why you got a frog at your base? And I would say, let me tell you the tale. I have just logged into the server so I could start collecting some sand. There are a mighty large number of frogs in my pond. I'm hearing frogs everywhere. Oh my gosh, they're over here. I've been frogged. And I know exactly who did this. It does look like they're only near water. I mean, this pond is just full of frogs. Oh my gosh, they're all the way up there. What are you doing up here? There's so many of them. I've never come up here and seen my factory way up here from behind. Oh my god, more frogs. What, do they have like a natural instinct to go up? I'm gonna have to get myself a lot of leads and collect all these guys. I can't have frogs contaminating my magical ghast pool. They can live in the river. I'm okay with that. I have no words. I'm speechless. He got me good. And so as I clear the land for the greenhouse, I need to think about revenge. I want to collect all of the frogs. Part of me wants to keep them because I do feel like they'd be a nice addition maybe to the river area. But as I've noticed, they do seem to want to go up to the top of hills. And I think I forgot to mention it in that past clip. This was totally Skunk. This was all Skunk. He's the frog guy. Frog king, as you know, some people might say. So we owe him revenge. Well, it's been a couple days and the terraforming is almost complete. I did a lot more than I thought I would do, and you can't tell because I tried to make it look like natural Minecraft generation. Here's where we're at. I'm just finishing replacing some of the stone here. I want to cover up this hole because that seems dangerous, and then I'll be ready to actually begin my build. There's also been a new development on the prank front. As it turns out, this little guy and his little friends weren't brought here just by Skunk. He had an accomplice. His accomplice was Uni. And together they've declared that this is a pass it on prank. So I'm not even allowed to revenge them back. I have to prank someone innocent and new. But no worries. Jay and I were able to brainstorm a little bit, and he helped me come up with the perfect idea of what I can do to pass this prank along. And this little guy is giving us a hint. But that's for next time. Right now, we've got a greenhouse to build. I began with a foundation of white glass on top of grass, which I know is kind of a weird style choice, but I feel like it adds to sort of the mystical, magical candy kind of vibes of the base. This isn't a normal base. I don't know if you guys have noticed there's giant donuts and flower fields and like the craziest colored factory. So I need anything else I build around here to fit in with the colorful kind of vibes. This is going to be a combination build, and it's combining a greenhouse with a hangar and like stables for my Ghasts. So I've got two large openings on either end, and we're also going to leave the top open as well so that Ghasts can fly in and out through the sides or in and out up and down. After the inner white wall is complete, I started on my first layer of glass. I just did it in sort of a rainbow pattern with a little bit of randomness thrown in just to, spice it up. And what I'm going to do is layer different glass patterns on top of one another to kind of create a sugar glass, kind of foggy crystalline structure type of vibe. The second layer is horizontal lines going across the vertical patterns that I had added in. And this adds to the sort of plaid kind of texture. Doing horizontal lines on top of vertical lines ensures that we're getting different shades of each of those glass colors, because orange over pink is going to look different than orange over white, orange over green, so on and so forth. And just as we wove horizontal over vertical, we're re-verticalizing in a taller patterns, because again, we're just adding in a bunch of different shades and tones of glass color. You can kind of see like this layer really brings it all together. Even though this structure is made almost completely out of glass, you can't really see through it because of all the different layers of color. And that's good because I'm going to have a lot of different things going on the inside, and I didn't want to be able to see it all until you are looking in through the side entrances or from above. And here's our big glass box. Well, the time has finally come that I need to actually use one of my Ghasts to help me build the greenhouse. I'm going to be using this Ghast to build the supports that go up and around the greenhouse, and it's going to help me quite a bit once we get to the interior. But before we can work with this Ghast, I need to give it its name. And I've come up with the name Sassy. Welcome, Sassy the Ghast. This is going to be the one that I use to help me build. And if I ever need to fly a Ghast around anywhere, it's going to be with Sassy. Okay, so far, building with the Abby Ghast is not as intuitive as I thought it was going to be. I ended up getting off and building these up as high as I could reach. And now we're going to try. Okay, I think I'm getting it now. I think it's just hard when you get down closer to the ground to maneuver. I also am struggling with the idea that to go down, you don't shift because that makes you get off. To go down, you look down and use W. A little bit more of a learning curve than I expected, but I think me and Sassy are gonna get this down by the time this build is finished. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Kind of. I think happy Ghasts are a good addition, and I think once I get used to how to do this, like the best way to do it, it's gonna be really helpful. Okay, the exterior is done. Sassy and I figured it out as best we can. I might have died from fall damage 2 or 3 times today. But in the end, we were able to finish the exterior of the build, which just leaves me with all of this interior to complete. I have a plan. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. I just gotta collect all the things, get them in. It's gonna be so cool when it's done. I then began laying the big foundational pieces of the interior, including the catwalks, boundary between the stables and the greenhouse elements. I added in pools for each of the ghasts. The greenhouse can fit stables for 4 ghasts. Next up was the troughs. That's going to hold their snow because you feed snowballs to the gastlings to make them grow up faster. And then started just laying out a very simple moss floor for the nursery elements of the greenhouse. And then it was time to add in the snow golems. They're going to be the tenders to my ghasts, kind of like the workers taking care of the ghasts. Though if you look to the right there, they died a lot. So I ended up having to fence in the pond completely. I also forgot how cute it is that snow golems attack mobs. It's just like a funny little quirk of Minecraft that I love. I ended up finishing the rest of the foliage and all of the flowers inside of the greenhouse off camera, but it was time to move on to the next element of the greenhouse, which is sort of like an overhanging trellis, and I needed a lot more moss, which I did not have before I could do that. I went all the way to the shopping district to purchase moss, which the moss shop is sold out, before I remembered I have a moss farm. All I had to do was replace the pale moss in the start of the farm with regular moss, and we are on our way to getting as much moss as we need for the greenhouse. Sassy and I spent some time together hanging various kinds of vines from the trellis at the top of the greenhouse, and I was trying to think of more things I could hang, like lanterns or chains, when I got the silliest idea that turned out so much better than I thought it would. Sassy, please. Snowball, I have a snowball. Okay, now can I like, am I still holding on to the frogs? I am. Okay, but I only want one. Well, maybe a cluster is a cute decoration. I don't know why I like it so much. It's so dumb, but like, what a good way to use a prank, like, against it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm incorporating it into my base forever. And I even have like a bunch of leads crafted up. So it's frog hunting time. Now, the thing about frogs, this is what I've learned. They go up. So like they've all escaped up to like up the mountains, like up this hill. They're up that hill. They're in my village with my villagers. Where'd all the frogs go? There were like 15 up here the last time I came up here.
Just dragging my frogs across the field. I mean, they're your frogs now, so I mean, you can do whatever you want with them, but
they're becoming permanent decor. Oh, here they all are. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I came over here the other day to get a screenshot, and I'm like, she killed them all.
No, they all went up here. Isn't that weird?
Buddy, this is so funny. They're sitting on the cherry blossom trees. Look at this one.
Oh yeah.
They're like perched on top. They're over here too.
You put so many here, and they all like disappeared. Oh yeah, look, he is there.
It looks like a chandelier.
Yeah. I can't believe you can do this.
Wow.
She comes down to the ground a lot more. She's like weighed down by frogs.
Wow.
Like a floor sweeper or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
That is the dumbest looking. That is so
And the
funny
frog dusts
looking.
the fields.
Dust the fields.
Oh, it's so funny.
I see him moving down there.
Oh man, that's crazy. Those
Their
poor
legs.
frogs. She's torturing
Yeah, I'm gonna
them.
put little groups of 3 frogs on each fence post as decor.
It's a chandelier.
That's totally not morbid at all.
And
though.
then they're like part of my base forever.
So
do I
they're
think-
trapped. is
Do you
what
think that'll
you're
look nice?
Like I said, it's impossible to prank Miney's base. It's just you take the prank and turn it into a chandelier.
It's true. You're correct.
Since we're almost done, I wanted to give a quick update of where we're at in the interior of the greenhouse build. I had never been to a lush cave on the AfterLife SMP ever, and I needed some drip leaf. So I found one, and while I was there, I got this little guy. I named it, instead of Miney, it's Minzy. Maybe Minzy? Mindsy is cute. Okay, it's pronounced Mindsy. Mindsy only. But we've got our entrance here with the axolotl pool on this side, and then another waterfall pool on this side with kind of a muddy green vibe. And then I've got all the colorful flowers in down this whole path. I did build some custom trees. And then down at this end, it's a little bit more green. And again, just some more custom trees on this side. The ghast pens are all complete with their helper snow golems because ghasts need snowballs to grow up faster. And Sassy and I were able to take care of the upper portion. I do have fence posts that still need frogs all along this. And I still need to build the seating area and the little food stand for the little cafe that's going to go here where people can sit, look at the sights. Such a sight to behold. Or they can sit and look at the greenhouse area, all of the flowers and the pretty trees and the gorgeous chandeliers. I'm loving the way the interior is turning out. Oh, the firefly bush is so good. I'm almost done. I can see the end line, and I can't wait for me and Sassy to be able to fly through the greenhouse once it's fully complete. Well, me and the Sassy Frog Express were able to hang the rest of our frog chandeliers in the greenhouse. So my last little thing to take care of is the small little cafe area, and then we will call this build done. Things have gone terribly wrong. I was shearing the vines, you know, because if you shear glow vines, they'll stop growing, and I accidentally sheared Sassy's harness off, and I immediately popped it back on, but I didn't realize when I did that all of the frogs detached. I got this. I can do this. I got it. Come with me, sir. All right. Problem solved. That was an unexpected detour. I'm trying to get a video out, guys. I have a Minecraft tip for you. Don't tie your gastlings to a tree, because when they grow up, they'll be trapped in your tree, and then you have to break your tree to get your ghast out. You're welcome. I don't want to break a custom tree, but he's in here good. Like, I can't bump him. I think I was able to detach the lead. Yeah, he's not leashed, but like I can't. See, the lead breaks. I can't get him out without breaking the tree. If you could just just go a little. Oh. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, my poor sad tree. It's so sad. Why? What? Oh, he's stuck in the glass now. Okay. Oof. This guy's a pain. Why can't I unleash him? There. And it's done. I think it turned out exactly how I imagined. I might probably trim some of the vines and clip them to stop them growing because they're getting a little bit overgrown. But besides that, I love the rainbow garden. I love the Ghast stable area. I love the life that Ghasts bring to Minecraft. Just having them kind of floating around is so lively. I love how my little cafe area turned out where people can come and sit and enjoy some cake and look at the Ghasts, look at the garden, look outside, watch the frog Ghast flying around. Sassy. She's so cute. I hope you guys loved the greenhouse and how everything turned out in it. If you've made it this far in the episode, you are so sparkly and I love it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.